Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
We ended that last one pretty quick.
Yeah, if we cut off a little abruptly, that's because we weren't paying attention.
We'll pay attention this time. This guy likes to drone on and on.
Yeah, what about you? I hear you talking a lot more now that you're not playing.
No, you don't hear nothing.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yes. You are a lot more talkative when you ain't playing.
That's because I'm focused.
Exactly.
I'm not focused.
You're not double teaming it?
I'm not, yeah.
That's okay.
Look at this, back in this room again. This is when I was like confused, like where am I going? So, audio broke, if you didn't know.
Your second video of that.
We have like 4
Yeah.
that we didn't, well not audio didn't break, we just are stupid and didn't record the audio.
We didn't have our mic on.
Yeah, the mic.
Basically.
This
Wasn't
is
getting picked up.
post-commentary.
Post-commentary. It's
Yes.
the first time ever.
First time, well, second time ever.
Second time ever.
First, yeah.
First blunder ever.
Not the first blunder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wasn't around for that. You were just telling me about those later. I was like, wait, what? That happened?
Oh, yeah. There's been a few where it's like, nope, we didn't get any audio.
True. You know, we probably would have been smarter off going through that ammo recharge room. I mean, that's one of those hindsight 2020s. I didn't really realize we were in the room that had that.
We did, yeah.
That's
We do at one point.
Yeah.
I think I'm still missing the last ammo.
Yeah, you are still. I know where it was, but I think it's one of the last things we did on our recording session.
Still need 2 E-tanks to fill all the way up, too.
True. And you, maybe a power bomb? Yeah, you hit that and bonked at the same time. I love how fast it moves. It's like, no, no, no. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Power bomb. Perfect. God, maybe... I'm still, like, curious. Are you... Yeah, there it is.
There
75% of all
75%.
pickups.
Special ending unlocked.
Yeah, I say we should try to get 100%. We'll see. Will be a little bit of picking up, I'm sure, if I do have us do that.
Because we're, yeah.
We're so close. So we got like a bunch more when we were wandering. I swear we had like 195 missiles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's why I did the math and I was like, that's like 10, 12 more missiles pickups. And I was like, that's not much. I don't know how many items are in the whole game. Oh, that shit all over the screen.
I know.
Oh,
I tried to dodge it, but I couldn't.
yeah, I was like, why does it burn you? You didn't even touch it. But radiation waits for no man.
Or woman.
Or woman. You know, what was it? I just find it funny that we find pickups without even trying sometimes.
That, yeah, that's called the pure joy of exploration.
Exactly.
That's what the guy who made Zelda wanted me to do.
Yep. Just like his backyard exploring.
That's gross, don't say that.
No. It's
His
crazy.
backyard.
You could have just done like a screw attack all the way across. The hell?
That's definitely my thought right here. I was like, wait a minute.
It's freaking spider. I was like, what the hell is that?
Because I go back up there.
Enemy.
Anime?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said anime. Oh no, what I was thinking is, I know that water, I don't think they want you to even go in it until you have light suit, but I don't recall if they stop you from going, like, deeper. Like, I wonder if it's, like, kind of like sludge or whatever, when you have, like, dark suit or some crap. Because, like, yeah, it burns like crazy when you have dark suit, but now I'm like...
There's nothing in here.
I was like,
round.
yeah. It was
Oh
like
yeah,
red.
this is the weird red room.
We heard like a sound effect over there, I think.
Yeah.
There's no
We'll
way.
probably hear it again.
Is there like an... Can
Hold
we
up.
powerbomb the floor?
Hold up. Just the flashing too. Right there.
Oh yeah, the flickering. Well, like, the weird thing is, when you get a...
Right there.
When you return the light from the dark world to the light world, it, like, gets rid of the storm in the light world. But I guess this might be, like, flashing of the storm in the dark world or some crap, I don't know.
Yeah, some visual noise.
But as far as I know, that's not a powerbomb floor that we find an item underneath. I didn't hear none. Have to come all the way back.
And there we go. Didn't get hit that time.
True.
Seems like a Resident Evil boss.
You know, it's kind of funny. Like, I know we're platforming, but like every time
Don't
we
fall.
platform, after the fact, my brain goes like, you know, we could have just jumped. Like,
Screw tag?
screw attack.
Oh, I chose not to.
I mean, I don't really think about doing it either, to be frank. But I don't know, it's weird.
Well,
can
I'm
bounce
not.
off.
I am. That's the point. That's like where I'm like, I don't want to keep doing screw attack because if I miss, I'm just gonna have to. It's gonna literally take twice as long.
Yeah.
I don't have to go all the way back. Easier just to jump on certain ones.
Yes.
But like if it's across the room, then yeah. Like a big room.
I don't know if we realized yet how we got out of here. I
We're about to figure it out.
think
Look at
we're-
that, classy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that like this like music is kind of like the same music that you hear in like the phase on Metroid Prime area in 1, like down in the final area. I swear to God, if it's actually the same song, I'm gonna go nuts.
Don't they reuse a bunch of stuff?
They reused a bunch. I don't know about audio. I mean, about like music audio. Because like, I feel like it blows people. I feel like it would blow people's minds if I told them that Dark Beam is basically Ice Beam, has the same functions.
There you go.
There it is.
That's only because I was annoyed that we went the wrong way.
Light Beam is Magma Beam, like Plasma Beam.
You're making people mad when you say that? Is that what
No,
you said?
I said they might be surprised by that.
Oh no, it is.
Like that's basically just Plasma Beam.
It doesn't.
There is
it's
extra functions,
different effects. Yeah.
but like I can tell they grabbed it from Plasma and then just edited it. Annihilator is technically a Wave Beam because it tracks enemies. Wave Beam like will like lock on shoot, but it's not like exactly one way. It's like just
Right,
the
it's
lock on
not-
part of it.
it's not exactly.
Everything else is very unique. But
Should
you
have
know-
picked the door above, dude. Should have picked the door above.
Oh, I think I said like, oh, there's a key in the Dark World that we could just walk straight to.
Yeah.
I remember this key.
We're like, what?
Yeah, now I'm wondering if in the
This
Light
is from
World.
above. Wom, 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 wom.
I think you fight a boss in here normally. I don't know if
Yeah.
this was Jump Guardian. Oh, look at all that ammo.
I know.
I find it weird. It's like they're shooting light beam at you. Like
They literally are.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Oh, what was it?
Go up above, dude.
I was like, what
that's
the
where
hell,
hidden platforms-
invisible?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about those like Ing Warrior guys, but they're like the creepiest enemies in the game.
Really?
Yeah, just the way they like morph into the ground and like crawl on the walls and shit. It's like perfect cinematic shit. Like if you want to make a cutscene with that, it's just like what the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those like really become a boss. So like,
I hate the tentacles.
I know,
I really do.
just slaps you, gets you out of the way.
Just like, come on. Let me through.
I think like a design thing that like Prime 2 really has is it forces you to like change your movement types constantly.
Does it?
Yeah, more than one did. Like this, you know, you go into a room and immediately goes like, oh, you have to turn to a ball. Now you gotta immediately come out of the ball. Oh, now you have to immediately do screw attack. Now you gotta turn into a ball again. I think it likes using the ball a lot more in this game.
There is a lot of one way, like you can only go one way with the ball.
There's a lot of one-way paths. There it is. As the stupid enemy
Probably
comes.
hit it with a power beam or missile.
Oh, that was... Yeah, I just touched the light. The light was too strong.
Where's the other one? What the hell?
It was like below you.
You can hear him crawling. There he is. I was like, come over here. And you're like, he's not going to come over here. And I was like, dang it.
Yeah, he just goes back down and comes... He's like, that's dangerous.
But then he like
Yeah, he
goes
still
down and dies.
Yeah, he still touches it.
Yeah, I think.
I was like, what a waste. He wasted all the ammo and he just kills himself anyway.
Warning, I do fall. I don't make this the first try.
Spoiler alert, basically.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. The screw attack. That was...
I pressed the jump button one too many times. And it's just like, screw attack time. I'm like, no, don't.
Very unhappy boy right there.
Salty run back. And then it turns you around when you hit the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Drives me bananas. I'm facing this way. Open me that way. But no.
Doesn't this feel surreal, though?
What?
Just like watching you play?
No, because I do it during editing.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. A little bit. Probably for you, though.
Oh, for me, I'm always watching it.
Yeah.
But it always feels like there's a disconnect between you playing and you talking to me.
Like,
I'm watching it, and then I'm like talking to you, and I'm like, he's not really in the conversation right now. He's
no,
playing.
I'm not. I'm a little bit, but then you say it's like so much in a certain amount of time. I'm like, I don't know even what to respond to.
That's okay. I talk a lot.
I'm like, do I respond to that
Hey,
or
don't
respond
you
to
get
this?
me going, or else you regret it.
I don't have to get you going. You just go.
There ain't no brakes on this. Then I think the enemy just exploded below
Ain't no
you.
brakes on this train. Now this time,
Honestly, that first
I
jump
make
that
it.
you did kind of made me clench a little bit. I'm like, he's not even double jumping to realign himself perfectly. He just took
no.
that one jump.
I'll
and
overshot
hoped.
it if I double jump.
Except here you have to. Yeah, I was thinking how to make the jump to that.
I was gonna screw attack, but then I was like, There you go. And then the missile wouldn't, like...
Yeah, it wasn't even
Follow.
going.
See, I could screw attack right there. But... whatever.
Yeah, when you just walked off, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna fly. Because there was momentum.
That was a barely made it jump.
I know, that's like such a tall platform. That's what I'm talking about when I say like platforming in Metroid games feel like very sketchy.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize how much Samus floats with her jumps. So then you get to that point, you're like, oh, okay then. It's a little freaky.
Truly.
Oh, here's what we heard. I was like, you hear that wong wong?
I was like, no.
Like, what?
There it is. In the phase on. I was looking for it. I was like, oh, it's right there. Okay. Now look for the crack. There's a crack. Oh, we missed it. There it is. Like, oh, the crack's right there. Okay. Oop.
I'd be only more tripped out if it was like, requires a super missile. I'm like, what?
That'd be weird. Missile expansion.
It's items like these where I feel like it is literally impossible to do a 100% no damage run of these games. Because there's a lot of like, you have to walk in pain. Especially out in this. I mean, I assume if people did a no damage run in this game, they would not count Dark Aether's damage. Because that just wouldn't work. And they probably wouldn't count...
It'd be literally just no enemy damage. No taking any damage from enemies.
Yeah. There'd be some weird rulings, like little like, no, can't do that, can't do this.
You'd be very careful with like...
They'd probably say you can touch Phazon only for required items.
Yeah.
Because there are just Phazon... Well, I think they would just let you hit Phazon, because there's some weird spots for it.
Almost like Dark Souls, where they like, no damage taken in this run, but they're like jumping off cliffs and...
Yeah.
Like,
it's better just to say no death, but then at that point, you're like playing... If
you
play like a game normally, you're probably not dying if you're
it's like, I can do that.
Yeah. If you're speedrunning it, you're probably not dying. But if you, unless the speedrun requires you to die...
I don't know if I've died in this game.
Once, probably.
You sure? I don't think I've died.
I don't know.
I've gotten close, that's for sure.
I could be wrong, but usually when you beat these games, there's a stat screen.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it'll tell... I know it tells you how much you completed and how long, but I don't know if it tells you deaths. If it does, ooh.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe 3 does, but... I don't know. In games where like you have save stations, save points, not checkpoints, not like auto-saving.
Right.
Those games are so dangerous to die in.
Yeah, because you're risking a lot.
That's progress being lost. That's time wasted.
This isn't like a game where it's like, and save points aren't like checkpoints where it's like you go a certain amount of way and you get it.
Yeah.
This game's like, no, there's this many. Go find one.
Yeah, you know, the weird thing is when you play like a slightly older game like this, I kind of get nostalgia almost over the fact that I have to like save at locations.
Well, the funny thing is, when this came out, they probably could have gave you checkpoints.
Probably.
But it would kind of ruin the Metroid formula a little bit.
Yeah. Even 3 still
Well,
does
have
this.
a save room.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a Bioshock architecture.
Yeah. I don't know. I do love hate save points, but I think one of the reasons I like them is it makes me feel like I have more consequences to my actions, so I play smarter. I really do play smarter when a game has save points, because when a game doesn't have save points, I don't give a fuck if I die.
I like save points. I don't like dying. You know, like Resident Evil with a typewriter. So I like save points.
The typewriter giving you limited saves is like that extra layer of oh shit.
I really do like that a lot.
Like, I'm okay with them making that more of an optional thing on these remakes. That's
well, it's
smart.
It's because I played these games before. I'm on hardcore, and it's like I haven't had a problem.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe someone that's not used to that kind of gameplay. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Go like all the way in the middle of the game, and then you die.
Yeah. It's all right though, because I mean, it's more dangerous if you just ignore save points. If they're not, like, limited. I mean, if they're unlimited, that's what I'm saying. Like here, as we save. There's always a possibility of games crashing sometimes, even though it's rather a stable game. Because we're not doing anything too crazy to it.
You should be in risk assessment. Like management in real life.
Risk assessment?
I think you should be, because you're always talking about, like,
worth
bad things happening. You should be an insurance salesman. You can probably sell life insurance like crazy. You're like, what if you step outside, step on a nail, and get tetanus and die? You're like, oh, that's right.
What was that, like, Family Guy sketch? He's like, hello, sir. I'm here to sell volcano insurance.
Yeah, that could be you.
There could be a volcano coming nearby soon enough, and he's like, I don't see any volcanoes here. And he's like, don't you think that means we're overdue for one?
Right.
And he's like, touche.
That could be you.
Exactly. Selling volcano insurance in areas with not a single one.
Just going up to people with PCs being like, did you know your PC can go out at any moment, anytime? Your solid state drive is not solid state.
As I'm a walk-in salesman and I unplug it, I'm like, look at that. It just turned off.
Yeah, exactly.
I pull out scissors and cut the wires.
Man.
If you bought my insurance, this wouldn't have happened. That's like a mafia-like thing.
If one of those circuits go out on that, the whole thing's screwed. You're done. It's over. You should really invest in another one. Back it up.
And then you just start trying to upsell like a product that's not even yours. You just start talking about some famous thing that's actually good. You're like, yeah, I use that. It's pretty good. And then like you leave and you're like, dang it, I messed up. All the dark pirates.
Scan that. Boink.
I know like the lore is kind of like not been talked about in this game for like eons, like from the game. But I'm pretty sure the pirates weren't trying to be infected with the Ing. So them being here is just kind of like...
Makes sense.
They're like just evil now, so to speak. I don't like, because you know, like in Prime 1 they were like, oh, we want Phazon to put on, you know, things and make it stronger. That's all they were doing, really. In this one, it's like, I don't think they're going like, oh, Dark Aether Power, we're going to put on things to make it stronger. I don't really think they were doing that, because there was like a scene in here, I think, where they're like, oh, trying to shoot it off or something. Freaking out. I don't know, I like it when it's like an extra force sometimes comes after enemies. And even they're freaking out, so you know, like, that's the really bad thing.
Yeah.
That's like a nice, fun thing for me in games. It's like 3 factions. Except factions implies they're somewhat equal. I want something that actually is like world-ending versus just regular enemies.
Really?
You're like, my villain is this guy, and then like later it's like...
You don't want it to be like the alien to the Predator? Where like the alien's like way stronger? Because like in Alien versus Predator, the alien is way stronger than the Predator. Yeah. And the humans and the Predators kind of team up to destroy the aliens.
I don't mind that. I don't mind it.
Because the aliens are like literally built to kill.
I guess it just depends on how you want to ride it. I don't mind if like in this case, it's one of those Samus never gets along with the space pirates ever, so she'll never team up against them with them.
Right, they kill their parents.
Yeah. I don't mind like that story, but I also don't mind it when it's like, let's team up. But it depends on how you do it, because...
Like, let's not team up, but you do this and I'll do this. Let's
Yeah.
just not get in each other's way.
Kind of like alliance it, almost. Like, we'll just deal with it.
Like, you start the engine and I'll get the popcorn.
Yeah.
You start the movie, I'll get the popcorn.
I think we were talking about that one, like, gray area down here.
Yeah, that one room.
Oh, this is where we got a lot of the upgrades. But yeah, I think there was still one we didn't get in that, like, central room in the middle.
Yeah.
In the Dark World. But the funny thing is, we still ended up getting, like, a lot of stuff.
Me messing with the map for 3 hours to figure out how to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. When you get, like, these, like, rooms right here where it's like, which way is down? You know?
Right. And I'm gonna try to jump up there with the bomb, and it's just not gonna work.
You didn't want to jump up normally and then turn?
I tried to, and then I was like, it's not doing well, and I was like, I'll try to do a ball. And I was like, oh my god.
One of the things I kind of want to see in 4 is to use a little bit of that extra power just to make doors like kind of instantaneous.
Oh, and we were talking about the red bodies mean that there was a key next to them.
Yeah.
They're key bearers.
Yeah, that's right. There was a...
That's why I was looking at these right here. That's one way to know if there's a key close.
I think we found one after we picked up the key.
Yeah, we
like,
looked and we're like, that guy's it?
Weirdly
You said that guy must be him then.
Yeah, and we scanned
And we'll
him.
scan him.
And the worst part, though, is like when you scan the red ones, it says basically press 2 to go into the lore to read about it.
Which is like...
Which is not like very like obvious. Maybe they wanted to like flesh out the plot. And that's...
Well, as a basic player, you're like, oh, it just must mean extra stuff.
I always bring this up with like the kind of like Dark Souls comparison thing, where it's like Dark Souls has plot and background story, and you could learn about it if you wish, but the game will not force you to.
Well, the good thing about Dark Souls, you can kind of get the gist of it.
Yeah.
From playing the game.
I mean,
you don't have to.
You get the gist of this too.
That's what I'm saying.
And reading into it is more like life before you came here, and maybe like why. Because sometimes it'll be like you'll read something and they'll say, yeah, we have this really strong like robot, you know, thing in our temple place, and you're like, okay, and then you go there and it's like you kind of forget about it, and then like it's the boss or something, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
little like hints. I mean,
a lot of the Dark Souls lore doesn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah. It doesn't really give you time to prep for it though necessarily, because usually the game, I've noticed even in this game, you'll scan a boss and the boss will be like, it looks like it's weak here, maybe use this thing, and you're like, oh, okay. You know what makes it feel like this game has taken us...
Benzodiazepine?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out that.
No, it's like Denzium or something. Denzamine or something.
I know what you said sounds like pain suppressors or something.
It's some kind of drug.
I don't know, like, this game feels like it's taken a lot longer than 1.
A lot of running back and forth, trying to figure out where things are.
You know the, do you remember Chica? That boss?
No.
It feels like it's been eons ago since we fought Chica.
Eons, huh?
Chica is the
larva?
The larva that became a moth. Doesn't that feel like a really long time ago?
Yeah, it was 1.
Alright. But you know what's even older than that?
No.
It's called
a plant?
A morbus. It's the 3 worms where you got the dark suit from the ball in the center. So that's a lot. That's the first main boss.
I'm not sure which one that is.
It's like a worm that kind of like sandworm.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually there's like 3 of them or something. I think that's crazy though, because it's like, do we even know what part we're on?
Part 35.
35, damn. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Why? Kind of sus.
No.
You're always sus though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let me look at I'll look up what our other part was on Metroid Prime 1.
Oh, like how many?
Go.
How long it took? Oh yeah, I tripped out here. I was like, what the hell's that glowing thing? And then it's like, oh, that's just the show you the Dark World item. And I'm like, so what's the point of Dark Visor if I can already see it?
There isn't.
Except for the random keys at the end of the game.
No. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, is that true? 23 parts. This is 35.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, if we do the 100% / beat the game, I guarantee you it'll be like 40, 42 at
Right.
most. That's crazy. And these are like 30 minutes, and those are like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Impressive, man.
Yeah.
Hey, in my opinion, if you're gonna make sequels, don't make them shorter, make them longer. Because if we already know we like the game, we want more of it. That's what I say.
The description I wrote for Metroid Prime 2 playlist says Drake gets backseated by Soul.
You're welcome. Well, it's because you always seem like really lost. And so I feel like I have to.
Don't backseat me.
No. I will do it every day. Trust me, I understand backseating is annoying. The only... Well, funnily enough, if we play a game that none of us have played, I'd probably still do that.
Oh, I know you would.
Well, it's more like I see things differently than you.
Did you see that, you Nimrod? No, I didn't see that. Don't make fun of me.
We just view different parts of games, man. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really fascinating, to be honest.
Well, it's probably from the type of games we played. They taught us different things.
Yeah. I just think it's really fascinating, though, like almost on a psychology scale, because you get to watch, like, even if you watch other YouTubers play games, whether they're voicing it or not, I don't know. You just see how they play, and you're like, you'll be watching and be like, I knew that existed, why didn't they? And it's not always like they're ignoring it. Sometimes they just genuinely, it doesn't click.
Like, I'll watch Lobo sometimes, and I'll be like, dude, there's literally, it's right there. What are you doing? You're going in circles. And it's pretty harder with chat.
If you have, like, a distraction.
Yeah.
Your distraction is me?
Well, what I've been taught, because I played so many survival horror and, like, just survival type things, it's like, scour the room. Look at every single inch of the room. And you've noticed that, because I look at the ground a lot, and I look around, and you're like, there's nothing over here. I'm like, well, yeah, because it's Metroid.
I'm like, well, yeah.
There's nothing in Metroid.
I'm like, so where are you looking?
I just trained.
Okay. Oh, there's the physics.
I don't do it anymore, though.
In Metroid?
Yeah. I'm usually not looking around for stuff, because I know there's nothing.
Yeah, I think you've learned the stage design better.
You're lucky that I even used Boost Ball right there. Because I could have just used the bomb and thought I could get across.
Kinda can. Wouldn't work very well, but I've seen some weird... Because, you know, in Prime 1, when you got Spider Ball and Boost Ball, my brain was literally like, he can bounce off these Spider Ball tracks like this. But that's not a thing in the first game at all. It makes you think it is, because you do it so much here naturally, you're like, why not, you know? But then, what trips me out is, in this one, it has so many Spider Ball tracks compared to one. With that.
Right, there's so many different, there's different puzzles and stuff.
And now you can bounce off of them. Right. Obviously, it'll be like, do it here.
Make
do
it
it
crazier
here.
And crazier.
But I've seen people literally go like, oh, I can go like this, and at this angle, boop, woo.
I would never try it.
I mean, that's kind of like the fun that I like about these older GameCube games. Well, the older Nintendo games in general. I'm just going to say it right up. Because, yeah, they have that stages.
Like the 5 that are, like, sandboxy.
Yeah. Well, like... Even when they're not supposed to be sandboxy.
New area.
Yeah. Gray door.
Are you ready?
Oh,
perfect. It ended. See you guys next time.
You could have just ended it earlier if you want.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.